There was not a single point in this game where I had any doubt of the outcome, which just proves one thing. My colon is rotting from the inside, and I'm obviously dying. That's the only way God would let me have this football team.
Are you having a problem pooping?
No, the problem is it falls out. Like there's no door. Like, like if...
Yeah, there's no anus flap.
Yeah, like the school bell rings 3:00 and all the kids just go running out. That's my shit.
That sounds kind of great. That's a problem?
Well, I want a little resistance. This is the In the Huntcast. I'm Greg Balkins, Sean Murphy, and Kyle Turner, and we have started the way we always start, regrettably. The Bills have not started regrettably. That's a segue.
Oh, I thought we were going to keep talking about shitting.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the Raiders' defense. Don't worry. I am on fire. Let's quit the cast. I don't mean this cast. I mean all casting, because I'll never be any better than this. The Bills are 4-0. They beat the Raiders. Kyle, talk about.
Yeah, well, the Bills are 4-0 for the first time since 2008.
Sorry, Sean has to say
I had a stat.
And he named me by name.
I had a stat that I wanted to put. 4-0 for the first time since 2008, a season that they finished 7-9.
Amazingly. Like, how do you finish 7-9 starting 4-0?
So sorry to bring us down right away. And I'll keep it going to Kyle, but I was also to you, Greg. Is this team one of the best teams in the league? Am I crazy?
They're not better than the Chiefs. Just watching the Chiefs, they're good though. Like that offense is just, it doesn't really even matter. They're just so good. Boy, I want to at some point talk about that 2018, but let's not get there ahead of time. No, I'm serious. But I don't know that they're the best team, but I haven't watched like all the games. I did watch some Chiefs, and the Chiefs are just fucking, they're dominant.
Now I might be wrong. I also might be a little high, but
I hope so.
Was this game just kind of boring? Like it was just like, yeah, whatever. There was nothing like aside from like one, like the deep play to Diggs. It was just kind of like, yeah, nothing spectacular about this. And is this what Boston fans felt like for 20 years, where you're just kind of like, yeah, win it.
That's
the Raiders aren't as good. It's clear as day. Stop it. Who cares? Just win. Like Greg said, there was no point during the game. Now, again, I may have been a little high after halftime, but there was no point during the game where I was like, man, I'm nervous. I was just like, yeah, whatever. They should win. There should be no doubt.
This is the first time in maybe my adult life where I was watching a game feeling like a Patriots fan. Like exactly like you said, Kyle, where I'm just like, we should win this game. I'm like talking to my friends while the game, that's a cool catch. So, like, you're just like, it's the first time I was like relaxed watching a football game.
There were people, we had people over our apartment, and
I'm calling Cuomo on you right now.
Yeah, okay, socially distanced.
I had no problem not looking at the screen. Like, and I didn't miss anything either. Like, again, I saw the play to Diggs and the play to Beasley. Still a little high. Cole Beasley. I was going to say Diggs and Beasley. I saw the play to Beasley. He did a backflip. It was a whole thing. Fun. And after that, I was just kind of like, this is a real, like, construction worker game. This was just football. It was nothing spectacular.
What the fuck is a construction worker game?
Hard-nosed.
Oh, Jesus.
Football.
They scored 30 points. They didn't, like, put in Bronco Nagurski and run 4 3-yard plays to get a first down. They're finesse. They're nothing. I want to point out that Kyle lives in California, so him getting high is legal, kids, because you cannot do that in New York State.
I was going to say something else.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I have some conversation topics. Are you at all, defense had a great second half, but is there any part of you worried about the defense or no?
No.
Yes.
I kept holding him to field goals. Fuck you, Kyle. No. Fine.
Yes.
See, I knew Kyle would say yes.
Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders punted once today. The Rams didn't punt. Now, the defense caused turnovers today, but you can't expect that every game.
Yeah, and
you have to force punts, and the defense forced one today.
Well, they did
against Derek Carr, who's missing his top 2 wide receivers.
They did have 3 turnovers, to be fair, but also 2 turnovers and 1 turnover on downs. But also, to be fair, I think Kyle's really mad because, if there's no punting game. There's less special teams. And we all know that's his bread and butter. He loves the special teams. You must have been out of your mind today. The punting was pretty bad. The missed field goal. I mean,
Davis's one punt return was amazing. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
There's
And
some
it was a missed
positive,
extra point.
but I mean,
Bass made a kick.
Yeah,
I thought whenever a kicker made a tackle, they were injured for life.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would. They're like allowed to make the tackle,
especially when they're 8 years old. Like he looks like he puts down his Muppets lunchbox to go back onto the field and play.
How come kickers get when it's one-on-one with a returner? How come a kicker looks so uncool? Like they can't even linebackers get juked and they don't look ridiculous. Yeah. Kickers are like a commercial of someone. They're like, oh, and then they fall backwards. Like they don't even take a step.
It's because they're on the field.
Kickers are still athletes, right?
It's because they're on the field with the top 0.00001% of men on this earth. If
kickers make a tackle, how you and I would try to make a tackle.
Yeah.
I would pretend I'm injured so I didn't have to tackle. I'd grab my hamstring.
I think kickers do. Whenever a kicker goes to make a tackle and they miss it, they always get up and they're like, They grab their ankle real fast. They're like, no, I'm good. It's just real.
I would have had that, but got some tight hammies.
I would love to see a game of all kickers playing.
Yeah, that's called just regular football. That's called Division III football. That's what it is. If I was in a bar and Tyler Bass walked up to me and my wife, she would push me over to screw that specimen. I'm sure he's a finely tuned athlete, but he's not.
If I was at a bar and Tyler Bass walked in and I didn't know it was him, I would be like, I could beat up that guy.
No, he's
without
big.
Any shadow of a doubt.
No, he's bigger than you. He'd beat the shit out of you. There's no way.
I'm not saying he couldn't. I'm saying looking at him, I'd go, I could beat up that guy.
I bet you if you saw him next to regular people, you'd think that dude's pretty big.
How big is he? Look it up.
He's the biggest dude in any bar that he goes into, other than the Big Tree Inn with other bills. Yes.
I'm not small. I'm not saying I could beat him up. I'm saying if you put us side by side and you didn't know he was an NFL player, you'd be like, Kyle can kick the shit out of that kid.
No, this is not about you. What I'm saying is Tyler Bass is bigger than you.
He's not bigger than me.
Tyler Bass is 5'10".
He's just not big What's that?
Tyler Bass is 5'10".
So is John Cena's 5'7". He's fucking huge. Tyler Bass is a big dude. He's built. He's athletic. He has to be. He tackled
5'10", Greg.
So what does that mean?
I'm 6'2". I was 5'10" in the 6th grade.
The height means nothing.
No, I think height. Hold on, Greg. Height means a lot. I'm 6'3". I can beat the shit out of both of you. So, I mean, I like this idea. You know what? I also think if you're listening to us right now, send us an email at who would win in a fight, Tyler Bass or Kyle.
What is our email address? I don't even
Kyle,
know.
what's the email?
I think it's in the Huntcast. Yeah, I think it's in the Huntcast at gmail.com.
Okay.
Sometimes I forget if there's a cast in it. If it's in the Hunt at Gmail, but I think it's in the Huntcast.
I think it's in the Huntcast.
Send it to inthehunt@gmail.com. CC it to inthehuntcast@gmail.com. Why would you go with the In the Hunt cast? Was In the Hunt taken?
No, because we're a podcast.
Greg.
Damn.
That's why Kyle's. That's why
Yeah.
Kyle's email is Kyle Turner human being.
Kyle Turner person at gmail.com.
I'm worried a little bit about the defense, and you should too. The Dolphins ran up the score. The Rams were unstoppable in the second half, and this team, they forced one punt in the second half and a couple fumbles, and everyone's like, it's over. The defense still sucked. They couldn't stop them.
They don't suck.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's think of it's. We're 4-0. Let's think positive here. What's your boner play of the game?
I'm excited. Can I go first?
Yes, you could go first.
It is the fucking Cole Beasley touchdown. Like, that is one of the greatest catches I've ever seen.
That's great.
It was just amazing.
Now, what if he didn't backflip and if he just caught it and landed? Would it have made the boner play?
Have you ever done a backflip before in your life, or even
Never.
attempted one?
Not, literally not once. Not in a trampoline, not in a pool.
I couldn't do it into a trampoline, into a styrofoam pit of softness. He did it with like two dudes crushing him, caught the ball, and landed with it without even bobbling it. That is an amazing play.
Well, mine is really close. My boner play of the game is the John Brown catch.
Yes.
Which I think was equally as amazing.
Oh,
One right
yeah.
near the goal.
The should have been touchdown.
Yeah.
I'm going. I mean, I think it's the only amazing play that happened. I guess the Beasley one's good, but the Diggs catch, that was a 57-yard bomb. You know, it's just it's fun to watch a wide receiver catch a ball that hits him in the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a great point.
You know what? Speaking of things that are fun, we have our first segment of the year from Kate Anderson.
I love Kate.
So we're going to play that right now. Try not to be too excited.
I love Kate. Kate's my favorite human being. I like her so much more than both of you.
Is this the history of the Bills?
That's the excitement I'm looking for. Here we go.
Oh my God, how many times do I have to do this? Sunday, October 4th. This day in Bill's Beer Story. We're going to look at October 7th, just because today we're playing the Raiders, the Los Angeles Raiders. It says Las Vegas Raiders on this thing I'm looking at, but I think that's a typo. Or it's like, are they hiding from COVID or something in Las Vegas, like the Buffalo Blue Jays? Anyway, so on October 7th, 1990, the Bills met the Raiders, and both teams were like undefeated until like the previous week. They're both 5-1. The Bills are looking amazing. This will be the season that they make it to their first try to the Super Bowl. I can't speak. I think I've got Alzheimer's. Anyway, the game was in Buffalo. Scott Norwood.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Was one of the top scorers. I hope you're doing okay, Scott. Give me a call if you need some help during this pandemic. And my husband, Steve Tasker, did a lot of good stuff. Our kids would be 30 by now, Steve, so they'd be grown and out of the house, and it'd just be you and me, and whatever. Shout out to the only city third and fourth grade tackle team in Minneapolis, the Phelps Falcons. They play across the street from me. They creamed Osseo Middle School yesterday. It was a bloodbath, and go Falcons. Wear a mask, especially Wisconsin, because now I'm trapped here. I wanted to go to Buffalo, see the leaves in Ellicottville or Allegheny State Park, go camping and smoke weed in the woods, but I can't because Wisconsin. So anyway, take care, everybody. Wear a fucking mask. Bye.
Oh, well, she's sponsored? Wow. Kate has a poll. Kate was referencing Steve Tasker there. I don't know if you two know this or if our listeners know this. There was once a roast of Steve Tasker hosted by WGR, and Kate came on as Steve Tasker's wife and just fucking killed. Like, it was the funniest 5 minutes of my entire life. So everyone in the room thought it was Steve Tasker's wife because she was introduced as Steve Tasker's wife, and she went up there and eviscerated him. Steve Tasker's real wife was in on it and helped her, but it was the most amazing moment.
Why don't they let comics into the GR roasts now?
I was in control of things back then, and I'm not in control of things now. Who do you want to roast, Kyle?
I don't know. Whoever. Richie Incognito.
That seems very dangerous.
Yeah, I don't think I want that to happen.
I mean, you and Tyler Bass, maybe, but Richie Incognito would eat you just instantly.
Yeah, we'll say you're Tyler Bass and let you walk on the stage, and everyone will be like, that dude's not a kicker.
I have a tweet of the Gamerts.
Yay.
Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is from Austin. His name or her name is @flawless_axe. Okay. this guy or girl, I don't know, tweeted out. I don't think they're a Bills fan. They just tweeted out, Josh Allen really been in his Duffy. So now there's a whole thing. I'm usually hip to the kids' lingo, okay? I'm up on stuff. I listen to new music on Spotify. I didn't know what Duffy meant.
Yeah.
So I had to look it up, okay? Here's the Urban Dictionary.
Wait, you want to get Greg to guess maybe what it could be?
Okay. Could you say it in a sentence real quick?
Josh Allen really been in his Duffy.
Okay. In his Duffy. Boy, I would say it meant that he is in like the zone, like he's in a zone.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty much spot on. I think I'll read the definition and I'll read the Urban Dictionary example they give. So it's a verb or adjective, a terminology commonly used in the inner city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It is used as another word to describe the act of something being or going crazy, gangster. I can't say the next word. It's the R word. Okay. Greg would not want me to say that.
Reciprocate.
Yeah. It caught on after being profusely used in the local documentary Thuggin' It and Lovin' It. Here's the example they use for Duffy. I done already took over Sherwood. I fucks with them boys in Glen Oaks. They already know I go Duffy. And that's from Rambeezy. So Josh Allen, he goes Duffy.
It's like going like berserk, like that's what it sounds like.
I think it's crazy. It's a good thing. This guy's going nuts on the field.
Like berserkers were Viking warriors that would take hallucinogenic and amphetamine type drugs that would get them all amped up, and then they would go kill people. That's where berserk comes from.
Well, we all learned something, and that's even before the trivia game. We're about to learn more.
Wants this podcast to be over. Can you tell he doesn't want it all? Like I was in my Duffy going after driving berserkers, and he just too sweet.
Greg's so Duffy right now.
All I ever want is the podcast to go on as it should. Like I like a long podcast.
Wow, what a role reversal.
Greg, are you Rambreezy? Is that you? Were you in Thuggin' It and Lovin' It?
I am. I like him. I am not Rambreezy, but I know Rambreezy. or no Rambreezy.
You know Rambreezy from Wheatfield.
Yeah, he might be in Wheatfield.
That's the second Patreon episode. The first one is us watching Karate Dog. The second one is watching Thuggin' It and Lovin' It.
When are we doing this Patreon thing?
We'll see when the bye week is. Yeah. Before we go to the question game, let me just say one thing.
If we do Patreon podcast, it'd be long. Okay, go ahead.
Let me just say one thing. I got a lot of people yelling in my ears about when are you going to say you were wrong about Josh Allen. They're in my ears. They're in my brain. It's mostly Louis. Anyways, I'm going to say this. I'm waiting until the end of the year like a responsible person. If he started the season bad or average, I would have said, I'm going to wait till the end of the year. And he started the season off absolutely amazing and almost as perfect as you can be. And I'm still waiting to the end of the year because I said it. I'm going to wait 3 full seasons. I'm not going to rush to judgment. And that's it.
If it's one thing I know about Kyle on this podcast is that he's very cautious and he doesn't rush to judgment.
Yeah, you rushed to judge that he sucked.
He did suck at one point.
You jumped turnstiles to say he sucked.
You guys are really going to make me go Duffy.
You could listen to any episode of this podcast from a year ago. Kyle's like, McDermott fucking stinks. Bean fucking stinks.
Hey, I never said Bean.
Yeah.
Okay, Jersey on the line today. Josh Norman.
Oh, making a comeback.
Yeah, great.
Well, you don't often give away a jersey of a guy still playing. That seems like it would have value.
It's true. It's a great game. He, I don't know. I just found this out. He played at Coastal Carolina. Only the third player to be drafted from that school, including Jerome Simpson and Tyler Thigpen. Mm-hmm. The Bills have had 2 of the 3 Coastal Carolina players. How about that?
Chanticleers. We don't need no meows. We need more dogs.
What's going on?
What is
There's
that?
a coach, search Coach Coastal Carolina Chanticleer's speech, and it's the most amazing video of all
I already forgot every word after coach.
Okay.
Okay.
If it's really good, I'll put it in right now. Okay. Yeah, that was a great clip, Greg. Thanks for
Fuck you, you piece of shit. I will fucking hate you so hard. I'll hate you like you're not a kicker.
Josh Norman also started his rookie season competing against Greg's all-time favorite Bills player, Captain Munnerlyn.
Ooh.
All right, here are your questions today. 3 questions. Number 1, we're starting with Greg.
So
Greg,
fast.
true or false? The Bills' first loss last season was in Week 4.
Let me say first, if we do a Patreon, the episodes will be longer than 28 minutes. I will say true. Yes, true.
Untrue. Kyle.
Man.
It's a good question because I have no idea.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't week 1, but that's it.
I'll say false.
It was week 3, wasn't it, Patriots?
Nope, Week 4 Patriots, Greg. That's true.
I wasn't sure, though, but I'll
1-0
take the W.
in the driver's seat. Kyle, question 2 to you. True or false?
Wait, I won that one, right?
No, you did not.
You stupid
I said
piece
they
of
didn't
shit.
start 4-0.
Oh, my God, I fucking
What?
hate this kid.
That's what?
The question was true or false. The Bills.
Doesn't even remember the question.
I love Kyle's on Jeopardy. It's just like, no, I answered a different question, but I got it right. The question.
You asked the wrong question, Alex.
You said, did the Bills start 4-0 last year? And I said no.
No.
Isn't that the question?
I said true or false. The Bills' first loss last season was in Week 4.
Oh.
God, we need more high Kyle on this. I don't know if there's that much of a difference.
I heard a completely different question.
All right, I'll speak slower for the second question, Kyle. Question 2 to you. True or false? Josh Norman was on Dancing with the Stars and progressed all the way to the finals.
True.
Greg, to you.
God, is it true? True.
You're both right. It is true.
I thought I
2018,
remember that.
he was a finalist on Dancing with the Stars. Question 3, of course, there is a tiebreaker if we need it. Greg, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Which of the following players did not dress for the Raiders today?
Okay.
Is it A, Sam Young, B, E.J. Cole,
Don't know who that is.
C, LaMarcus Joyner,
No
or
idea.
D, Topias Turplank?
What? Well, I'm not going to guess D if he couldn't say the name. Copious turf flink?
Topias Turplank.
I love that Greg is leaning in like he's not
Topias
wearing headphones.
Torplank.
Now, which of the following players did not dress for the Raiders today?
Kyle, I'm farting, but I'm on a seat that's pleather, and I didn't want the noise to come out and you be like, oh, Greg's farting. But now you do know because I was leaning forward. So I'm not guessing D. I don't know. I'm not going to have you repeat A through C because Kyle will do that already. And I don't know who any of those people are. What?
Okay, I'm not gonna help. Do you want me to repeat the question?
No, I'm guessing B. It was who didn't dress for this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm going to guess B still because I'm not touching D.
Okay. Kyle.
Who's A?
A is Sam Young.
And who's B?
Please ask me who C is. Please. B is E.J. Cole.
Sam Young, God, that's such a that's such a basic name that it has to be a movie character. So I'm going to say B also. Oh shit, I just lose then.
Yeah. No, please say B.
I guess I have to go A.
Okay, well, I think you guys overthought this because my laugh was a turning point here.
I screwed up.
A, Sam Young was an offensive tackle. B, E.J. Cole was the punter. LaMarcus Joyner was a safety. And Topias Turplank was a name I got from a pirate name generator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
So I win.
Pirate?
Yeah,
Like
Josh
a high
Norman jersey.
seas pirate.
correct.
Mhm.
Not okay.
The kind you fought bravely in the Navy.
Yeah.
They're
Greg,
out there.
congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
Josh Norman jersey.
Sean, congratulations on a great question game and a great podcast.
Thanks. And, quickly, Lou our fourth favorite Italian gambler, reached out to me, and he said the third question last week was inaccurate because the punter never played. He only dressed, and because of that, I should redo the question. But I have decided that I don't care. So I am not going to.
Well, that's no way to get Patreon people.
Decision. Well, mainly because I want this
can you give us money just a little bit? Also, I don't care.
Yeah, or go fuck yourself. But send the money.
I'm just saying, I want this episode to be short because it's late, and also I'm the quiz master, so I get to make these executive judgments.
It's not late. These people are listening to this podcast at 10 o'clock on a Monday morning. It is not late to them, but you don't
not late for them. That's true.
Whatever.
Well, we maybe have a Titans game in a week.
Do you think they're going to play?
No
way, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to play.
No,
that sucks. That sucks extra hard because a week 5 bye week is way worse than a week 11 bye week. Even though Josh Allen did get banged up today and it would give us extra time off before the Chiefs game, I don't think the Bills need extra time off. They're on a roll. I want them to keep rolling. I don't need this. I don't need a bye week right now.
I agree. But just in case they play, Kyle, we need a key to beat these Titans.
Okay, here's the key. You get them all in a really small room with no masks and President Trump giving them pep talk, and it has to be tomorrow.
There goes our Patreon.
There you go. Well, at least a couple of people from South Buffalo are gone. I didn't say which way I swing here, okay? I'm just saying you get them all in a small room with no masks, President Trump giving the pep talk, and that's how you fucking beat the Titans because half of them die, okay? That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Look, if any team was going to have an outbreak, you knew it was going to be a Mike Vrabel, frat boy, fucking backwards hat, fucking playing beer pong in the locker room at halftime. You know what I mean?
I guess it was going to be the
girls
Raiders.
Like smash. You know what I mean?
There was there was that scandal this week with the Raiders went to like a charity event and they all didn't have masks and all that.
Yeah, it's if you had to pick a team, it was gonna be the Titans. They're led by a fraternity brother. Okay, like it was gonna happen.
Well, I'll tell you this to our fan out there. We'll release an episode next week, regardless. I don't know what's going to happen. There might be a bye. There might be the Titans game.
We're going to go Duffy and record.
Yeah. We promise.
We might have to watch Karate Dog, like for real.
Oh yeah.
We promise.
I would so much rather that than football.
We promise to go Duffy next week.
Go Duffy.
If there's no game, do you have plans? Like, is that going to be your all right, I'll give in to the wife and go on a fall trip?
Yeah, I'm going to be in an orchard drinking pumpkin spice.
Is that if there's no game? If there is a game, you're watching it.
Yeah, I'll watch the game.
The fans deserve our podcast, Greg, so we have to watch it.
No one deserves this. It's fucking terrible. This is
no one deserves it for free.
And a reminder, leave us a review on iTunes. That helps. We're also on YouTube now. All our clips and most of our episodes are up there if you want to see what we look, our dumb faces when we talk about the Bills. Yeah. And I think that's it. We got to do, these 4 o'clock games, we got to do a short one to get this episode out by Monday morning. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
But I don't mind a short podcast. I want it to end. I wanted it to be over hours.
This one, I was a little upset when you were like, let's get under 30. And I was like, our fans deserve 45-minute podcast. And now I'm like, this episode was perfect.
Yeah.
We talked about shit. We learned what Duffy means. Greg told everyone to go watch some stupid coach talk. That Coastal Hairline or whatever.
Coastal Hairline University.
Yeah, they're a beauty school. All right, that's it. Stop. You're ruining what was a really good podcast. This is the Anoncast. The Bills are 4-0, so you get to hear Dan Fisher's song. And Sweeto.
Sweeto, everyone.
Sweeto.
Paraguay.